Thinking back on when I used to hold your hand, feeling lost and found at the same time. That distant memory of you and me, so bittersweet and true. We thought we had it all. You'd come round when I called. I was the world to you, and you were mine too. I was so good to you, I'd even die for you. Thought you felt it too. How can you tell what's real or not? When do you know how to feel when everything's like fairy tales and sunny days? They're getting shorter every second, every minute, every day. Want them to stay, but then there was this day when you just walked away. How come you say one thing?
这个时候在机场的老师是13号，来自武汉。
like a sunrise horizon. Always there, always shining, building me up with songs.